Vox and King Beau, Part 5. Our adventure continues. Alright, we'll continue from here, I guess. To recap, I've started hearing and now seeing things. There are weird silences in my house. And last night, I think I saw a man near my bed. And my radio decided to conveniently kill itself. My mom reminded me that when I was a kid, I had a creepy imaginary friend named Beau, who told me weird stories and caused silences, like what I've been experiencing lately. I'd suggest you read from the very beginning of this, because it makes a lot more sense than this summary does. Anyway, I got a couple hours of sleep on the couch last night, and first thing this morning, I called my university and set up a session with the therapist there. The mental health service on my campus is actually pretty good, and they managed to see me this afternoon, which was a pleasant surprise. The session was awkward, and mostly used for him to get my history and understand my complaints. All I told him that I was hearing voices, and it was really worrying me. The therapist was actually very reassuring. He said that too often people automatically jump to schizophrenia when it comes to hearing voices, but it's not always the case. Imaginary friends stem from a child's blurred lines between reality and imagination, and they arise out of the need for control or comfort. If this imaginary friend has come back, it could be the sign that I'm trying to cope with some trauma, something I either somehow experienced now and don't realize, doubtful, or something from my childhood that recent events have triggered. Either that, or I could have something wrong with my brain, like a tumor, or lesions on the stem, or something horrid like that. We started the process of getting my insurance to okay a CT scan. His suggestion in the meantime was to get some sleep. He says it's totally possible that I'm sleep deprived, and that combined with the stress of breaking up and moving might be causing this. He also wanted me to stop being scared. If I am growing crazy, we'll handle it somehow. If there's something traumatic in my past, one school of thought finds it important to listen to what the voices are saying in order to determine what they're trying to protect. Maybe Beau has resurfaced out of my subconscious because he thinks he's needed. Whatever the case, the voice isn't trying to hurt me. It's not telling me to set myself on fire or to kill anyone. I'm not personally suicidal or even depressed, so he said it was no problem respecting my decision not to be put on any medication, just yet, and not to be locked away in some padded cell. So after this, I called my mom because I would rather face this head on. I called my mom to get information or stories she could give me about Beau, any weird happenings while I was playing with him, or any hints she could give me about what might have happened to bring him around. I didn't tell her that I was hearing voices, and now in therapy, because I didn't want to scare her. So I just told her I was writing something for a psych project and wanted her help. She was creeped out, but agreed. Incidentally, if anyone knows how to break that kind of news to your parents, let me know. Here's my plan. I would like to tell you guys some of Beau's stories, and some of the weird shit that follows them, to see if maybe you can spot something in them I can't. I know it's a lot to ask, but you all seemed to enjoy them yesterday, and it would be a huge help to me. I don't know what we're looking for. I truly don't. Like I said in the last thread, I am really not the kind of person who believes in paranormal, or at least thinks that that kind of stuff happens all the time. I'm not into magic, I've never seen a UFO, and I'm the first person to debunk things on those ghost hunting TV shows. Still, for the first time, I'm willing to admit that maybe there's something going on here that I can't explain. Maybe it's a tulpa, or maybe something is screwing around with my mind. And if it's not, and I'm crazy, maybe we can figure out what these gruesome stories are supposed to mean. Before I start, let me clear up a few things I think I saw in the last thread before it disappeared. Also, this background might shed some light on a few things. I had Beau from around the time I was 4 till maybe I was 7 or 8. As a kid, I wasn't exposed to many scary stories, violent movies, or anything like that. Some of this imagery in this is twisted, and I really don't know how it spawned from a little 4-year-old like me. I'm not a dark person, and I don't like gore or any of that crap. As far as I know, my mom can remember nothing bad ever happened to me when I was little. Then again, it could be something we're not aware of. The reason why, real or not, Beau freaks me out is because he's a voice-eating monster. And when we played together, I definitely told my mom that he would threaten to snap and eat my voice. My mom described it as me taking care of a pet tiger. I was having fun, but even that little I seemed aware of the underlying danger. At the same time, he never hurt me. This time around the voice hasn't hurt me either. It helped me catch my cheating boyfriend and freak me out by just existing. That's about all. You don't have to believe a word I say. It's totally fine, and like I said, I'm not writing this for any fame or attention. Outside these threads, the trip code goes. I just want to fix this and get my normal, boring life back. If it entertains you guys too, then great. Please don't take these stories and rewrite them as your own, because, they did come from me, even if they are weird. However, feel free to draw this stuff. I don't even know why you asked permission, but whatever. Alright, now for the stories. I'm going to tell you these, as I remember them, or as my mom filled in. So, if they seem stylized, it's because I'm trying to translate everything into one thought. Also, sorry again if they're stupid. Remember, I was 4. First story. How Beau fell in love with the moon.